Hello, 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 and happy Monday to all of my Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy full moon to each and every one of you all. Hopefully you all are planning on having a great day today, setting your intentions, but I know you are because that's the intention you set, right? Of course. Of course. Yes, let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading and see if you are willing to sacrifice your lower self for your highest self. Yes, sacrifice. What does sacrifice mean? It means to suffer loss, to give up something, to renounce, to injure, or destroy, especially an ideal, a belief, or an end. Let's get into it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Taurians as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my logical, generous, and trustworthy, determined, understanding, kind, organized, patient, stable, responsible, devoted, practical, reliable Taurians. That's you. That's you, and you. Yes. So when we talk about sacrifice, I'm going to help you all get to the life that you deserve a lot quicker. But you're going to have to sacrifice something. Yes, yes, yes. You're going to have to sacrifice your lower self, right? The lower self for you would be feelings of jealousy, being stubborn, dependent, out of balance, materialistic, possessive, right? Universe is trying to release a lot of things to you, but you're going to have to do some serious checking the energies around you. A lot of you all have encountered snakes in your lives, and while you feel wiser, it doesn't have to cause you to vibrate low, right? It's just a matter of listening to your highest self. Your highest self, and I'm going to keep saying this until you understand how this works. Your highest self is the God in you that comes through this organ here, the largest organ, your skin, to send you messages. Okay, you're in the company of a snake. You may start itching, you may start sweating, you may get the chills, you may feel sick to your stomach, even get a headache, something. You're in the company of snake energy. Snake doesn't always mean a person, Taurus. It could be a situation. You could go for a job interview. You could go look at a house. Something to tell you this is not the house for you. Something feels off when I walk in the presence, this space, right? Listen to it. Go with it, right? It's trying to wake you up. That's the whole purpose of snakes, to wake you up, to help you come out of that comfort zone, right? Because let's say, for instance, okay, here's where jealousy can come in. And I know none of you all are jealous, right? But here's where jealousy can come in. Let's say you go to look for a house, and you and your best friend, y'all are both looking at properties. Maybe not in the same neighborhood, but both of y'all are doing the process. And you go against what the God in you is telling you, right? Because you could be out of balance because you've encountered so many snakes. You're like, nah, the house looks nice. It's a nice big house. It's pretty. It's surrounded by whatever it is, whatever you like. But your highest self is saying something's out of balance here. Like something's off. I mean, yeah, aesthetically it's beautiful, but it's something about this house that's off. You decide to go with it anyway. And then you find out what's off about it is that there's snake pits in the yard. Copperhead snakes, to be exact, right? You got snake pits in the yard, right? Dangerous. Copperheads are really, anybody think about copperheads? They're dangerous. They're dangerous snakes, and they're hard as I don't know what to get rid of. Like you have to call a professional to get rid of them. All right. But the house is beautiful. It's pretty, right? What your highest self told you. And so realtors are not going to tell you that there's a problem. They're just like, do you like the house? Okay, I'll sell it. I can't tell you. I can't tell you about the neighborhood. Can't tell you this. Can't tell you that. But if you like it, hey, let's go ahead and get this contract going. Your friend gets a house that is not necessarily what you would have chosen, but they don't have the same problems. They don't have issues. They don't have like structural damage. They don't have this. And you think, okay, well, I had an inspector to inspect it. But because you didn't listen to your highest self, things are not working out, right? So what I'm seeing here what you're sacrificing again is your lower self. Lower self is that part of you that would just be materialistic, right? You're sacrificing that. You're saying, I'm not going to just, and this is just an example, not to say this happened to somebody, but again, this is just an example. I'm not going to go with my lower self. I'm going to go with my highest self. What is my highest self telling me? Because that may not be the house for you. And if you are obedient to the God in you, right? That's coming through how you feel, how you physically feel. A better house is waiting for you, right? So this is how you feel when you listen to your highest self, because you saw the snake already there, right? You already see the snake. You're at this place where you're sitting up high. You can actually see this snake, whether it's coming to you or going away from you. You can already see it, right? So this for you is going to be an immediate change. This is a tower moment for you. It's going to be an immediate change for you, because the tower moment means the immediate destruction of something. That's what's going to happen. The immediate destruction of no longer listening to your highest self. You know, no longer procrastinating, no longer saying, well, what was that? Yeah. And because this change is happening in you, there are going to be some people who want to come back into your life, right? You're also, because you're now listening to your highest self, you're closing a lot of access points for people who want to come back into your space. Why? Because you're moving faster. You're not being fixated on this. I'm being stubborn. I'm the bull. I'm not going to move until I see something concrete. Now you're going to start listening to your highest self, right? But some people are going to want to come back into your space. They're going to try to appeal to your emotions. They may say things like you're jealous, or you're materialistic, or you're dependent, or you're stubborn or lazy. They're going to try to, that's how they're going to try to move you, by trying to appeal to your lowest self, right? But you're not going to be moved by it, because you made the change already within. So you don't even have to worry about, you're not even concerned about what they think or what they're like, I don't care what you think. You're not coming back into my life. Look, because now you're smarter than that. So now you're smarter and you're wiser. That's what this owl represents. This sword right here represents you having the ability now, because you see things a lot clearer, seeing it for what it is. You're no longer procrastinating. You're no longer, moving slow to make decisions. None of that. You're like, you know what? I can feel that something is right, or I can feel that something is wrong, and I'm going to go with that feeling, right? That feeling, right? So we have the King of Swords, right? So you're going to make some moves a lot quicker moving forward. No more procrastination. Here we have the Two of Wands, and then that's how you're going to see more opportunities come your way. So I see somebody having a lot of opportunities come their way as a result of you now starting to be obedient to your highest self. That's the God in you, right? Being really, really obedient to that and moving quicker versus saying, nah, I'm gonna wait until I see it before I believe it. You're going to start seeing it in the spirit realm, because you're going to feel it in your body, right? So you're going to be thinking about how you handled, this is about the past, this wand right here. You're going to be thinking about how you handle things in the past, but you're not going back to that way of procrastination anymore, right? Good, 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 good. Yes, congratulations. Them tower moments are a good thing. And on top of that, you're protected. So even if somebody were to try to come back into your space and you say no, you're not going to feel bad about it. You're not going to feel bad about it. But that's the way that they're going to try to come at you, Taurus. They're going to call you, they're going to say things about you that may cause you to sort of pause and think, was I being jealous? Was I being materialistic? Was I? Okay, even if that's the case, they could have found another way of saying it. They could have been a kinder way of saying it before trying to make you feel bad. But nevertheless, relationship is over. It could be a relationship, it could be a professional relationship, could be a romantic relationship, could be a friendship that is over. So doesn't matter what they think or what they say at this point, because you allow God in you, the universe, your ancestors, to help you with this process, get you in a place of feeling like it was a safe space for you to start making some changes without being forced to do it, right? And now you're feeling like emotionally you hit the jackpot. Look at this. Person jumping out of a treasure chest. This is about wish fulfillment, right? Things are starting to come together for you because you have You are now surrendered fully to your highest self, right? You're not interested in any more tricky situations anymore. You're fully illuminated. See this full moon right here? You're really starting to that part of you that used to need to physically see something. Like, you ever hear people say, Taurus, I have a good feeling about this. Wow, this something feels really good about this. Go with that. Yeah. So that part of you that needs to, I need proof on top of proof on top of more proof until you see the other side of a person. It's like, oh, that's who they are. That person has gone away. Here we have the Temperance card, right? So this is, again, your highest self. Some of you all have Sagittarius in your chart. So that's why I always try to encourage people, pull your birth chart so you can see what else you have besides Taurus in your chart. Because you need to know that we are made up of more than just our sun sign. You have the moon, the rising, the Venus, the whole 9 yards. You can have two Taurians who are born on the same day, different locations or different times. Their moon sign can be different. Their rising can be different. The other planetary placements can be different in their chart. And it's at the core, they may be the same, but how they handle situations, how they respond to certain things could be totally different. Yeah. So here we have, you could have Sagittarius in your chart, but the Sagittarius in your chart is saying, hey, look, at least loosen up a little bit. Stop being so hard on yourself, Taurus. Have some fun. Laugh a little. Remember that sense of humor that you had? Pull that back out. Have a good time. Focus on balancing your own energy out, because you all are nurturers by default, divine feminine energy. But this is about giving yourself the nurturing that you've been giving to so many other things and people. Yep. I see your business is doing extremely well. A lot of you all are either in leadership positions, you all are visionaries, or you're entrepreneurs. In any case, I see it going very, very well for you. So yeah, for some of you all, start looking at some of those positions, higher level positions in your organization, and go for it. I see a lot of you all celebrating outside of your house. And remember, before I even pull this card for a house, listen, I see some of y'all walking through the door and starting to pay attention to some feelings, walking into a new apartment complex, talking to people, really listening to your body. What is your body telling you? No matter how pretty the landscape is, no how nice, whatever, if your body is saying this is not it, don't go with it. Do some more shopping around, because this is where you're going to be celebrating, because you made the right decision, you made the right choice. Yeah. Go, I'm talking about even when you look at, because some of you all will be getting increases on your job. Some of you all have opportunities to be in higher leadership positions, maybe executive positions, I'm seeing for some people, on the job. And, feeling great about your life. Look to the stars. Yes, right? Full moon energy, right? Things are fully illuminated inside of you. And so remember, we can't control other people around us. We are guides. We are gods, but we are also guides. God is a creator. A God is a creator, creating the life that you want. And this is how you're going to create the life that you want. You're going to sacrifice or give up that lower part of yourself, operating in the flesh, the carnal mind, to listen to your highest self. That's what's happening with you, Taurus. And it's actually happening fast, right? So don't look at it as a bad thing. I want you to look at it as a wonderful thing. Like, yes, finally, finally, finally. That's what I have for you. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully you all continue to have a fantastic day. I know you will, because that is the intention you set. Bye.